Welcome back to Vintage Story Aura Fury Mystic Winds. Behind me you can see some fantastic pumpkins. There's a pumpkin carving competition being run, and if you keep watching this video you will be able to vote on which pumpkin you think should win the prize. So keep watching this video and at the end I'll tell you how you can vote. And with that cackle, welcome back to Vintage Story. This is the Crater Lake town called, I think it's called Lake Town, and they've had a pumpkin carving competition. Look at this, guys, look at this. Isn't this fantastic? So at this end, we've got a one-eyed horror. We've got some sort of awful thing in the middle that looks to be decaying. That's number M. Number N is fascinating. It's like one of those Chinese balls where people carve inside. O is sort of squeezed into a theatre with curtains. P has a symbol on I don't understand. Q looks drunk as a skunk. R is terrific. That reminds me of an Isha painting. And look at T. Somebody has carved an aphid. I think that's fabulous. But it doesn't stop there, guys. It doesn't stop there. Look at this. B is a grinning evil one. Look at C. C actually is looking at you. Ooh, spooky. D looks daft as a brush. E, wow, nice. F, very symmetrical. G has a moustache. I don't believe it. H looks very, very pretty. Is that a tree? It's gorgeous. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like a hamster looking out of there. And then J is completely woozy. That's another one that's drunk. Are they gorgeous? Absolutely terrific, majestic. Look at that.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Isn't that fabulous? And I know people have been voting on them. Have you got a winner yet?
Diego?
No, we do not have a winner yet.
Well, I think that's fine because, frankly, I think it'd be really, really difficult because every single one of these. I mean, there are some master chiselers on here.
Some of these are also multi-sided.
Yeah, I was just thinking, let's have a look at them. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Look at that. That is a town within a box, isn't it? That's gorgeous. Yeah, cityscape. I'm loving these. Absolutely loving these.
You are also the first person I've asked that has looked at my pumpkin, the show, and actually guessed that it was a theater. This one.
I had no doubt. As soon as I looked at it, I knew it was a theatre. I can see the curtains.
You're the only person to guess that.
Who's sitting on the bench? There's a guy with no name.
Really? That's me. That's Diego.
Diego! Hi! Right, let me just come along here. Over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, this one, look. My goodness. I had enough difficulty getting one side to look good. Oh, it's the back of this. That is a clever one, isn't it? Because it has two different aspects. They're beautiful. I don't think you ought to give a winner. They're all winners in my view. I mean, this is just great. I can see pumpkin carving competitions being the sort of... Oh, look at this. From the front, this end one looks just woozy, drunk. No trouble at all. But from the side... Oh, ho, ho. Let me lure you in. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And now that it's dark, are you going to show me the cemetery? Because I think it's going to go well with the pumpkin carving competition.
Oh, absolutely.
Hi.
You did mention that everybody should be a winner here, and I agree. At the award ceremony, we're going to have lots of food
Yeah.
and those sorts of things. But one person will be crowned winner, and if you didn't notice it, there is the grand prize for the winner up here on this pillar.
Oh, oh, that's nice. I love it. I love it. You get a trophy. What fun. Gosh. Oh, I like that. And so I'm with Diego, Majestic, and with the crown on. I've not got the names on. Oh, that's because I've not got MIF4 and Zartain. Right, guys, here we go. Look, Majestic barbecue sauce, Diego Killer, and Zartain. Why have you got Killer in your name?
I've had this screen name for over 20 years now.
I bet you're a teenager when you put that in.
Absolutely.
Yep, teenagers always have things like Hotshot, Killer, you know.
My original name was I actually went through like 5 different names.
Yeah.
But I will say I never went through that phase of it. I never went through that phase of it, which is weird.
All right.
Oh, is this the cemetery?
This is the crematorium.
The crematorium. Oh my gosh. Oh
Zartain
my
built this all himself.
gosh. Oh, it's got an urn. Oh, good lord.
Yeah, take a look in there.
Oh, bone ash and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. You need one little gold nugget in there as well for someone's wedding ring that's melted. Oh, God.
Or a gold tooth.
I know. I know.
And then if you go over to the room to the right, over here.
This is wonderful. Oh, this is the furnace, isn't it? This is where the... Oh, morbid. Oh, my goodness. Oh, gosh. Oh, dear. It is very Halloweeny. It's very... Oh, look at this. Look at this beautiful chiseling here. Did you do this, Zartain?
I did.
That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now you've got to do one with the Jewish symbols and the pagan symbols and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
And the chairs are beautiful. Did you do the chairs as well? My gosh.
Yep.
This whole thing is absolutely gorgeous.
Unfortunately, I didn't realize that when you chisel glass, it rains and it goes right through. I didn't know that.
Oh, the sky is weeping with us. Absolutely
Then
lovely.
I got some of these two, this shelf and the gargoyle, are from Moon. I bought those from her shop.
Oh, we might want to hurry this up.
Right.
He's fine. Just leave him be. Just leave him
Oh,
be.
okay.
He's been there for days.
Okay.
It's
There's
a bear.
He's attracted to you.
I'm getting
Yeah, he
used to
heard-
the fact that if I'm recording, there's a bear. Right.
Yeah, he heard Ash was in town.
I
so-
know,
Yeah,
I know. And this is the cemetery. Oh my word, look at this. Oh gosh. That's really nice bit of chiseling on the diagonal, isn't it? That is really nice. Oh goodness, who's been doing all this?
That was me.
Zartain, you've done all
Yep.
this?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. Lily of the Valley too. Wow. Oh my word. An open grave. Ooh, and double graves. Oh, so sad. I love the little candles on all the graves. Look at this. Oh my word.
Yeah, you could probably take off your lantern. It's more spooky then.
So it is. It's very nicely done though, because it doesn't feel dangerously dark. It's a lovely ambient light. course, I always have my brightness turned up to full, because if I don't, and I will put my lantern back on, it's incredibly difficult for anyone to see on a video. Ooh, look at that. That double chest makes a great coffin. Oh, gosh. This is lovely. Absolutely. Oh, look at this with the little bit down here. Oh, more graves waiting. Oh, gosh. And there's... Look at the shovel just resting there. The grave digger's shovel. This is terrific. Some of these tombs have got things on the end. This is just terrific. Great stuff. I'm loving this.
Yeah, some of the tombstones are actually named too for players that don't want to play anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, there is some backstory to that. We actually had some players who had very small starter dirt huts in town.
Yeah, yeah.
And we contacted them and said, hey, if it's all right with you, we'd like to have your claim removed, only if it's okay with you. And we talked to the admins about it. Yeah. And they agreed, everybody was okay. And we offered to collect all of their valuables that were there on their property.
Yeah.
And we actually took them from their property and removed the claim. And some of these chests that are under the graves actually contain those players' valuables. In case they ever come back, they'll have
what a nice idea.
And
That's
they're locked up and
idea.
admin accessible only.
Yes, yes. What a great idea. That is a really good idea. And how do you know whose chest is who?
Well, the gravestones are actually marked through a chisel. Like if you hover over the gravestone itself, this one says spastic.
It's just a few of them.
Woods and never return. Yeah, it's only a couple. Hopefully we don't have to do that very often.
Oh my word. Oh my word. Gosh. So that is sad. but
well,
it's
not entirely an aesthetic build. It serves purpose also, and
it does. It does.
It kind of works out for everybody now that space is available within the town, and the player will get all its belongings back if he or she returns.
Yeah, and also their valuables are preserved, so if they come back, oh my gosh, they're going to be zombies. It's really, really lovely. What
all right, now you have to take off your lantern, and you got to come into the crypt.
Oh
I don't know if she can handle it. It's a little tight.
So
yeah, it's a little tight down there.
Oh. Oh, spooky, spooky. Oh my word. Oh gosh. We've been doing human sacrifice down here. That's an evil laugh.
Pleases the gremlin god.
This is absolutely wonderful. I think it looks gorgeous in this light, but I am going to put my lantern on because this is a video to show you. Oh, was that you?
There's a goblin down there.
Oh my word. This is great. Absolutely beautiful. So this is your crypt, is it?
It's Zartain crypt. Yeah.
You've got cobble skulls too. Brilliant. Brilliant. And all the bones. I love it. Oh. This is a real spooky crypt, isn't it? That's just great. You know, you might want to put just 1 or 2 pieces of bony soil down here. I think it would spoil the look though, because I think you've got a colour scheme going here. It's absolutely great.
It'd probably look good actually.
It's lovely.
Really good idea.
Really lovely. Oh, I like that. I mentioned that because in my map 3 series, I built an ossuary, which is where they didn't have enough room. Oh gosh, there's drifters. they didn't have enough room. Oh, look at that. Spooky! To bury the dead. So they used to strip the flesh from their bones, and then they would keep the bones in ossuaries. Oh, he came out of the grave! Oh no! He rose from the dead. Oh, he looks like a zombie. Oh gosh. Has someone got a green lantern? Oh! And lightning and thunder just to make it look even spookier. So as the dead rise from the grave.
You want to borrow it for just a little bit?
Yeah, why not?
It's spooky lantern.
Oh my word. I was just going to say that was very, very good theatre. As the dead rise from the grave, the lightning flashes. That's nice. Let me give it back to you though, because otherwise I'll walk off with it, and I like my own white light.
Fair enough.
Terrific.
I really like it.
Well, I love this. I love the pumpkins, and I love this cemetery. I love the fact that it's not flat. It's got all sort of nooks and crannies. Have you ever seen pictures of Highgate Cemetery in London?
I have not.
Google it, because it is one of the most astonishing cemeteries in the world, and we have so many famous people buried there. People you wouldn't expect as well. But it has some astonishing graves, but this is gorgeous. Absolutely lovely. Well done. Well done. I have to say, Zartain, you are a man of considerable ingenuity and chiseling skills.
Oh, thank you.
Really beautiful. And I love the idea of the preservation of the memory of players who've left, and their valuables in case they come back. That's even better. Great idea. Wow. Well,
yeah, we came up with that in the committee. So
yeah.
The players did something right by electing us.
I think they did, because you guys do an awful lot. I hope you enjoyed that look at the pumpkins and the cemetery as much as I did. So, over here, we have Diego. Hello, my friend.
Hello, Ash.
Diego, how would you like people to vote if they vote for pumpkins? Now, I'm going to put in my description down below a link to the Mystic Winds Discord server. It's actually the Aura Fury Discord. How would you like them to vote?
So in the Discord server, we have several channels, and there's one for Mystic Winds Town, and there's a thread in there called Pumpkin Carving Contest. Anybody who's part of the Discord can go in there and react to the first message in there with the corresponding letter for the pumpkin they'd like.
Okay. Well, guys, now you have it. You have a chance to vote on these gorgeous, gorgeous pumpkins. I mean, I don't know which I would pick, because I think they are all absolutely beautiful. Is there a deadline, Diego?
The deadline is still in flux, but I'm thinking it's probably going to happen next weekend. So
Okay.
About a week from today.
That sounds great. Absolutely great. So, I don't know which I'd pick. But if you want your say, go to my description and follow the link to the Discord. Bye-bye, guys.